And we're live.
No, it's fine. Keep talking. Let it be natural. I'm fine with it. We're talking about. You said Adam Eve was a better backstory than Black Widow was
Yes.
in the MCU. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously not this guy.
I will be that guy.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. But you know,
Gatekeeping over here, Mr.
nah.
Goalpost.
I'm just
Mr. Goldpost.
Gigaram.
Mr. Goldpost.
Casio Gigaram.
Sorry.
Snarf. So let's see. Oh, we already got people in the comments.
Who's here? Actually, better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I can't see it from
Let's see what is in store for today. We can read. We just,
Yeah.
the
It's
screen's
just
over
small.
there. Like, over there.
Over there.
Over there.
I mean, I could also pull it up on my tablet to make sure that I can see.
Core, sore, are.
You don't need subtitles for that. I think you understand. I think you understand. Oh, have you guys seen? There's this. It's like all these guys in a classroom, and this guy pointed to a screen pronouncing
Audio.
Oh.
Yeah, it's great.
It's fantastic. And then did you see the animation somebody did with stick figures?
No, I have not
behind
seen
it.
that.
Oh, it's a good time.
He makes some funny content.
Oh,
in my
that's the only thing
opinion.
I've seen. I mean, it was just random. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, speaking of, who's
Stuff.
here?
Oh, greetings and salutations. 'Tis I, Big Dan, Rodan, coming at you live from the 215, your comic book connoisseur, your sommelier of sci-fi and superheroes. Here to welcome you to the Blurred Bar. And I'm not by myself. There are faces attached to the voices that you hear.
Maybe
Disembodied voices would be crazy.
that would be cool.
No.
Like if
not
we just
here.
sat here as like a still image,
Yeah.
but like moving ever so slightly,
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
but then all the audio is still playing.
Yeah, I'm out.
Do it.
Why?
I'd leave my home.
Do
But
it.
we'd be here.
You can stay.
We'd be the voices.
You can stay. I'm not doing it. Anyway.
Oh, me. It's my
Yeah,
turn?
you're
oh,
here.
sorry.
Who, me?
Yeah, who me? I
Could
don't have
it be? Then who?
I don't have like an intro yet. Has
That's
anybody like created one? No, maybe
For you?
for me.
You're holding other people accountable for what you should have?
I
Whoa.
reached out. I was vulnerable. I was vulnerable. I'm sorry. Sorry. Are you shaming my vulnerability?
I asked you.
Are you perpetuating the
What? The what?
the stereotypes of the black male community?
See,
Can
I
I
told
not be? Can I not be? Can this
in
not
the
be a safe
description of this
space?
video,
Mhm.
we're nerding out.
Yeah,
It's palate cleanser.
it was.
You
Until-
was about to be
until
like,
you
and
shunned
he was
me.
like, the black man over there. Are there?
Until you shunned me for asking for help.
No, go ahead. Come up with one quickly.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's
well.
I, hailing from the land of sake and shit. No, sorry, never mind. I'm the producer,
You tried it.
and to my right.
There you go. Nailed
Think
it.
about that.
What's up, y'all? 'Tis I, hailing from the land of Sake Shinobi and Samurai. The boy
You
is
stole that from me.
Godzilla personified. Ain't no other name of this to go by. It's your boy J-Hawk. Wow, you like that?
That
That
was-
little James Brown action.
You know, Ilham and I were looking at 50s hairstyles.
Mhm.
I don't know the conversation. I can't remember, but
It spiraled.
it's funny that I think I was saying I'm gonna to try it. I'm gonna blow my hair out and try it. And she was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll show you." So I was like, 1950s style. And then she was like, "I don't know what you mean." So I showed her, and James Brown was the example. The man had a mean perm,
The perm was.
It was
mean.
strong.
Yeah.
and it
Him
and,
and Little Richard.
and it held.
Yeah.
Like it was heat resistant and moisture
I mean, that was
resistant.
the signs of the time, in my opinion.
Fuerte.
Do you think the chemicals in them weren't great? Like
I would assume
flame
they were not great
like
at
flame
all.
retardants.
I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson is proof of that.
Do you think that was from chemicals?
Yeah.
Yellow number 5, red.
Something happened.
Some-
Something wasn't an accelerant on that hair.
All right, that's right.
So anyway,
That's right.
We're just nerding out today.
Yeah.
Consider this your palate cleanser. I'm pretty sure you had a rough week, and if you didn't, good for you. But are you really subscribers? Are you really subscribers of ours?
How'd you get here? You lost, boy.
This is not a sundown podcast. Okay.
We just do it at sundown.
We just wow. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
during daylight. After daylight.
No, it's always been evening.
It's always
It's always been evening.
That's true.
Moving on. Josh, you got a weird question for us today.
Weird question for today is that if you were to have one mythical creature,
You need glasses.
I do.
I'm getting older every day.
What would it be?
If you could have one mythical creature, not be, but have
Have.
as a pet.
As a pet.
So I'm assuming this pet is also loyal to you.
I mean,
I don't know.
last episode you said you had cats and it didn't go so well, so choose wisely.
I know what I had. I know what I picked.
Well, say what you say.
Phoenix.
Do you have like homeowners insurance?
Sure.
'Cause your house won't rise again.
My rates will.
We are farmers.
We're not covering that.
That's
Call
funny.
Jake from State Farm.
Yeah,
I don't
like
think
a
he's
good
going to answer.
neighbor,
Yeah. But a Phoenix would be if I could have, unfortunately, ownership of any mythical creature.
Okay.
Why is it unfortunate?
Ownership is just, a word that I don't like using.
Well, they're not that sentient. It's not like
Phoenix would be.
depends
Kinda.
on the Phoenix.
I mean, if you just see the one
Dumbledore's
from,
wasn't.
I was did you see the one from Harry Potter? It was just like chilling in his
He was
office.
just like,
the
yeah,
whole
I'm
time.
here.
He's just a fiery parrot. Like,
Yeah, but a Phoenix.
A phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the epic ones of the days past, where it's like birthing the cosmos.
They're definitely
type
not in
thing.
days present, so they're only in days
Yeah.
past.
Yeah, like birthing the cosmos type thing. That'd be cool.
Itu.
Yo no sé.
Okay, lástima.
I'd probably pick a dragon.
What kind of dragon?
What do you mean? What type of dragon?
There's
Wyvern?
Yeah, wyvern.
Oh, well, excuse me.
What's
That's
the
the
other
only
one?
other one I know.
I was waiting for the rest.
I used to know all of them, but like wyverns are the.
What
the ones
universe
with
are we talking about?
Are
Are we talking about Tolkien? Are we talking about Harry Potter? Are we talking
Tolkien
about...
is probably the most diverse group of dragons you could have, right? Because Smaug is technically
see,
like
he's too
small.
He's
He's one of the smaller dragons.
Yeah, I know, but he's got attitude.
He's got attitude. He's not allowed in my house. Not with that attitude.
Not with that attitude.
Fix your face, Smaug.
Okay, let me change my answer then.
I'm curious.
I mean,
You
I
got
just-
all right. So you
I
got
just
a
picked-
wyvern. You got a basilisk. You have a
Oh.
amphitheater. You have a brass dragon, an Aegis dragon, an Asian dragon, Hydra. You have an African dragon for the peoples.
What does the African dragon look like? Sorry, you viewers can't see this, but
But you can Google it. African dragon.
it looks more like a slug.
He said, "No, I'm out."
I was thinking more of like the
He's like, ew.
like the Shenron variety.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Because those type of dragons, like, they do have mystical power. Like, no, you know what? Actually, Dragon Prince. If you guys saw
Yes.
it on Netflix.
So like wyverns,
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have elemental powers typically.
but they also have like
but they can
all
like
four
yeah.
limbs on top of
They're-
their wings.
yeah, they're quadrupeds and they're winged quadrupeds. Yes.
Yeah.
Wyverns don't have all four.
They don't. They just
No,
have the
they're
two
the
legs?
ugly ones with the 2 legs. They're chickens.
Are they chickens?
Yeah.
Wyverns,
Oh.
chicken.
Well, mine would have 4 legs,
Okay. So like the classical
Classical dragon.
Classical dragon.
but just it would have elemental powers,
Mhm.
which is awesome.
An elemental dragon.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's cool.
You know, make me a Treyu. Like I'm
All
like
right, I got my classic dragon Lunchables, and I'm looking for anyone. Somebody got something for me? I'm being you at lunch table, as if you're making a trade.
Gotcha.
That's
Sorry, I didn't get that. I didn't get that.
I'll see myself.
We
out.
was
sorry.
nerds.
Sorry.
I'll see myself out.
Want to ride the dragon?
Yeah.
No.
Ricky list on a dragon scale. And
No.
that's what started Dragon Tales. It climbed on the back of the dragon pen. And now the adventures never end. Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. It's almost time for Dragon Tales.
I wasn't allowed to watch
Come
it growing up, so I
along,
don't know.
take
Why?
my hand.
It's dragons.
Let's dive into
Let's
that.
all
Dragons
go
and the devil,
dragon
synonymous.
What does
land.
Serpents?
Come on,
Which is crazy because I also
Rapunzel.
grew up being allowed to read Lord of the Rings. So I'm like, hey,
But
there's a lot of dragons.
I don't
in
think
there.
our parents knew.
What?
Like I mean, what's the other one with the lion?
Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe? There was dragons in that too.
Yeah, but what's the actual
Narnia?
Narnia? Thank you.
Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe is the name of one book. Chronicles of Narnia is the series.
That's what I was asking for.
Say that then.
That's what he
I
did.
did.
Were you not there? I thought you were there.
You were there. Not there. There.
This man just named like
Yeah.
an ingredient on the burger. And I asked for what
But
the name
yeah,
of the
C.S.
burger.
Lewis and Tolkien, because they were famously known for having Bible study together. I feel like that's why these books were acceptable.
I didn't know that they did that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
I just learned that today.
Oh.
Now, if you read
They
that
were also
first one,
racist, but yeah.
That I knew.
Yeah.
that first one is like, I was like, oh, is this the Bible? Because it feels like the Bible. It feels like
So
the story of
Tolkien
the
and C.S. Lewis had
Bible.
they were having a race on who could create a better fantasy world in the midst of their
well,
Bible
Tolkien
studies.
won.
Clearly. Clearly.
Right.
But
Tolkien's like,
if you're doing it that one that's like centered around Christianity, I
well,
would
no,
say,
both are.
But like
Like
to
Gandalf
obviously
dies and
see
comes
it,
back as like dressed in all white.
nah, I would give that to old boy.
C.S.
because,
Lewis.
yeah, because that whole the lion giving himself up.
Aslan
and,
was like definitely
it was
no.
the
Very
storyline
much.
was very obvious.
Oh yeah,
Very much
You know.
Jesus vibes. Like
very Jesus vibes.
Tolkien would put a little subtext in there, a little bit. He was just like jazz it up a little bit.
I would argue that he
Gandalf-
didn't because it got so huge. And
I
so
mean,
popular.
but Gandalf like literally
Yeah.
fights the devil
is
to
that
save his
considered
friends,
okay.
and then dies
Mhm.
fighting the Balrog. Comes back dressed in all white and more powerful than he's.
I mean,
ever
I
been
just don't
before.
think I ever depicted in my childlike imagination that Jesus is falling off a cliff fighting the devil.
Ah,
I just never. I wouldn't take that scene
I mean,
as an
Tolkien took
allegory.
some liberties, you know.
Some? It's like giving Jesus a machine gun.
Jesus riding on a dragon, shooting two machine guns.
Exactly.
Bald eagle screeches, just like
There's
America.
actually eagles, so it's just funny. So,
Anyway,
there you go.
moving on.
But
Did you pick your?
he didn't because we were
Yeah.
unpacking your
All right.
your
All right. Yeah.
your
Don't worry about
dragons to serpents
Yeah.
comparison that your parents made apparently.
Quickly, very quickly, they were like dragons. No, but Tolkien,
Yeah, sure. Just take that.
Have you ever heard of Smaug?
I mean, like I got all the volumes of the Harry Potter books. Like it's just like easily Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all of that. Like
Couldn't have psychic cards, but we'll talk about that afterwards.
Psychic cards?
Psychic and ghost cards, they would go through the packs.
Wait,
I'm
for,
sorry.
Like,
So they
Pokemon
treated
cards?
they treated your Pokemon cards like Halloween candy.
Yo,
They're like no Snickers for you.
one time I got a holographic Haunter, and I was like, I'm gonna hide it. And my sibling snitched real fast and was like, he's gotta.
That's
And
crazy. What did they
all,
get from it?
all of my cards destroyed from that.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know where my Pokemon cards are to date, and I had them in like a binder.
I had
organized with the
holographic
cards?
Ninetales,
Oh, that's cool.
first edition type stuff, like things that would be worth money at this point. now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but no.
No,
Mm.
because I kept that Haunter. It was the devil. Devil made me do it.
Wow.
What would your
I would have a Sphinx.
elaborate?
It's a big cat with wings. I don't know how
And a
much more
person's face.
chaos.
It is a chimera.
Well, no, a chimera is different, but like
Yeah.
a chimera is like objectively ugly, in my opinion.
What about the Sphinx having a person's face on it? Where you're like, nah, I'm good with this.
It don't have to have
You're
a
like
face,
petting
a child.
a person's face on it. Sometimes it has to be in line with wings.
What? No. Okay.
Huh.
Like you're not talking about an Egyptian Sphinx. You're talking about like just
Just
an
a
actual
Sphinx.
like
Yeah.
mythical
He,
Sphinx.
but like, every Sphinx that I've ever seen has a person's face, boobs, and then wings. So
here's a Sphinx. You know, he's got.
I mean, that one is cool. It's just a lion with wings.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So I mean, you could just say a lion with wings.
Is Sphinx just like the classification of like the style?
I guess.
Maybe.
All right. Well, cool.
I guess.
Yeah.
Does Wikipedia offer? Does it offer a general definition?
What is a Sphinx?
Because it would be. I guess it would be a tad weird to have
a mythical creature with a lion's body and a human.
Head of a human, yeah, body of a lion, and the wings
important
of an
image
eagle.
In Egyptian and Greek art legend.
So I wasn't crazy. I thought I was
The head of a woman, the
Care
haunches of a lion.
to rethink your selection?
Maybe.
I don't
Be like
want
Full
it
Metal. Just I'm
Right.
just saying.
Josh,
Get out. Get out. Get out.
master.
You find it petting your cat.
I fed the kitties. One day you will ascend like me. One day, my brothers. And we will eat him. Excuse me? We will feed him together.
You gotta
see,
go.
like the micro expressions on his face when he's just kind of like, one day I'm gonna take my time with you. Not today though. I feel really cat
like,
about what's going on.
You
Right
gotta
now.
sleep outside.
You know those videos where you like it's like a night cam of people sleeping.
Yeah.
And you see the Sphinx is sitting in the corner watching.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but then he suddenly looks at the camera.
You know how those pictures of like you think you like have a chair that's like covered in laundry,
Yeah.
but like in the dark it just looks like a scary creature, and like you see that and you think it's just laundry, and it's like the Sphinx. It's like you gotta go. You gotta go.
No.
Sir.
See, like I feel like I could leave the Phoenix outside just
As like a nightlight? Like
just
what?
like in general. Just like in general. Like if it's mine, right? Like I can call upon it and like
But leave it outside. Like
But
out,
leave
like
it out,
fly
yeah.
anywhere. Man, that bird's gonna be in South America so fast. It's just chilling like with Rio. Like it's just,
Sensei here. Shout out to Sensei. He's in the chat. He says Pegasus as his mythological creature.
I saw that.
That's a solid one.
That is a solid pick.
I mean, it's horse care, but it's also like good transportation.
Sounds like good money.
you
Sounds
just
like
can't bring it into a hospital.
wealth. Well, it sounds like you can.
Probably.
Apparently,
We're not doing
comes
this,
back
guys.
stronger
We're not
than the
doing
second
this.
time. Comes back a fucking unicorn.
Really a phoenix? Like is it a phoenix with hooks? Is that what-
Maybe.
I like a Pegasus. That works.
Then a griffin.
Ooh. Okay.
I do agree.
Griffin's better.
Yeah.
Better form. No
Better.
human
No weirdness going on.
It's a lack of the human face that makes it so much better.
That uncanny valley.
Yeah,
Right?
then you tread territory. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Because like you still know it's an animal to some degree.
Yeah.
The face takes me out of it.
Mhm.
I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what? You stay.
Did you
I'm gonna
guys
go.
ever see what is it called? Not Split. It's a horror. It's like a sci-fi thriller, and these two scientists get like this alien creature that keeps evolving. Splice.
I've seen
We
clips.
don't talk about it. No.
That
It looked
was
weird.
It is
It's
weird. It gets weird too.
It
because
gets hella weird.
doesn't like
Both of them.
they also like fall in love with
Right.
the scientists and all that. Yeah.
Freaking weird.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
I never watched it.
It was a time. I was like, what is this?
I'm
like,
glad I did not
It's-
burn hours of my life. Like I could check my
it's an
wristwatch.
experience. No,
Okay.
At the end of your life, you're gonna be like, I wish.
Nope.
With all my heart.
Nope.
Really wish I
I
could
would
watch
wish
Splice.
for a Sphinx before
watching.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Like that's
I would rather it come up and say it's okay before I sit there and watch it.
Mommy's got you. Go into eternal rest.
See a nail come out. What you doing with that? What you doing with that?
Oh, you got a little something on your jugular. Just get that out of you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Sphinx with the face is just already
That
enough.
is funny.
It's
You
just not
you're treading.
Sphinx was such a great answer until it wasn't.
until
We were like, oh, that's cool. Wait a second.
No, hold
Wait a
on.
second.
Hold on a minute. Nah.
Said,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on?
Definitely a griffin.
A griffin is a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot
A
better.
lot better. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We're just nerding out today, so I had a few questions for folks.
What's your question?
Pregunta.
Out of all of the fictional characters that we've watched and things like that, what hero would make a better villain? And I'm not talking about mind control. Like, I'm talking about they chose the saturation level on their slider and slid it all the way down to morally gray. Turn
What
down,
hero?
What hero?
would
What
make
hero?
a better villain? And this is across media.
all media.
What
Anything
hero
that you like.
would
And
make
this is a question
better
also for the barflies.
For the barflies. Which, by the way, the barflies are seeing this. You know, the ascended barflies are seeing this like the whole episode. By the time this gets chopped and screwed and gets put out on YouTube, who knows what you see? Join
True.
Patreon.
Yeah.
True.
Appreciate it. You support us and allow us to keep making this content.
So what would be better? A better villain.
Better villain.
How do you mean by better?
Effective, entertaining.
Well, it's hard because like all the main heroes, right? We have seen their evil versions. Like,
Right.
let's say Goku, right?
Sure.
We've seen Goku Black. We've seen, what was there was another version of him that wasn't great, right? But that was like early.
Was that Turles?
Maybe.
Turles
Yeah.
was not Goku.
I
in
know.
my opinion.
But I'm saying, but
We
I mean,
don't
he
talk
looked
about
like
Bruno.
him. And then let me think. For other people like Superman, we've seen Homelander, we've seen Omni-Man.
Yeah, hold on. Jillian just took a curveball here. Please help me. My neighbor is downstairs talking about how Congress is going to release Alien tomorrow at 11:30 on TV. Release aliens?
Like the movie?
Release an alien on TV tomorrow at 11:30.
Wait. Say that statement again.
She says her neighbor is downstairs talking about how Congress is going to release an alien tomorrow at 11:30 on TV.
But so the neighbor is saying this. It's not like the neighbor is watching CNN and Congress
I
is
don't.
talking.
Yeah, I don't know where.
All right, guys, you asked for it. Area 51. If we get 100,000 likes, we're gonna release some.
Subscribe right here.
Right.
Hit the like button and subscribe.
Congress, follow Congress.
Follow
No.
Congress.
I would say, Jillian, to have 911 on standby in case you abruptly stop hearing
It
your
could
neighbor.
go left real quick.
It could.
With a neighbor talking like that.
Yeah, it could.
Say a little prayer for you.
Make sure you have all of your anti-alien alien paraphernalia hidden, Jillian.
Hey.
You don't want anybody attacking you.
He's the real villain. Well, yeah, we'll say a little prayer for you, Jillian.
Yeah.
All right.
What was the question?
Good people.
That's right.
Better
So
villains.
like we've seen Superman, right? We've seen the
Yeah.
anti-Superman, in two versions, Omni-Man and Homelander. So it's really that's a toughie.
I mean, I'm just asking for your thing. It's not like get it right the first time. Like no one's here to debunk the other person.
Okay. All right.
Toughy,
I mean, I'm gonna say Batman.
Okay,
that's a
like-
strong pick.
it's a solid one.
He would tear up.
A Batman off his rocker is a solid villain.
He would go,
He's already off his rocker, technically.
but his line is not killing people. Like,
But is that enough? Right?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if
like
you're
your arms like
It
this,
is
and
for
you're
him.
like now talk.
if
like,
you're paralyzed from the waist or from the neck down,
Yeah.
he technically didn't kill you. He
didn't
just
kill you.
killed your life.
will to
with
live.
it.
Sucks
That's,
to
why
suck.
that's why you got a Sphinx in your hospital room. It's
Yeah.
like, it's okay.
I'm just saying, like,
Nurse Joy is here. Why did the Sphinx pick Nurse Joy?
I don't know.
That
makes it worse. You're making it worse.
But that's what
Yeah.
the Sphinx is.
Sitting in the corner like a lucky cat. Just like
It's funny because like I still keep thinking of like a cat, like a lion with wings. Like, no, you have to put a face on it.
Put a face on it. Like, very much.
You have to put
A
face
human
on it.
face.
You have to put a human face on it.
Or you gotta.
And it can't be somebody. It can't be like Megan Good, right? Like
I don't even think that's
A
enough.
human face, period, is going to be creepy on something that is.
it
not
would be
human.
creepy, but would it be less creepy?
No, it would
No.
be no.
So
creepy.
you would prefer a ugly Sphinx or like do you want
Any
like
type of.
Brad Pitt
I would like.
or
I'd prefer you to be
or
as
the Hunchback of Notre Dame?
grotesquely- Yeah, Quasimodo that thing up, because at least. at least
Quasi it up.
Just like,
Get that quasi scale 15,
turn that
bruh.
slider all the way up.
max out its attributes.
Max out the
Max out
Quasimodo
the
on
Quasi.
that thing.
0. Quasi 100. Are you sure you want to use all your skill points for this upgrade? Yes.
Confirmed. Here's my $2.99.
Get buck wild with that character creation is what I'm
my
saying.
gosh.
Do not give me a face
Would
that I
it-
can recognize on a cat body.
Would it be less
Giant
threatening
lion body,
if it was a
excuse me.
cat head but a human body with wings?
Yes.
It would be less creepy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We,
If it
we've
was
seen
like the size of like a, let's say
we've seen
a-
humanoid
a
cats before.
Yeah.
Thundercats.
Bastet is a.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your daughter would be traumatized if she saw.
Oh,
if
she
saw
has,
that.
she has seen cats.
I know.
I've seen
That's what-
cats.
Yeah,
So
one of you
cats with
can't watch
wings?
it. So
I don't like the more recent re-release thing or
Mhm.
whatever. That's not good for anyone. But like the stage play,
okay, all right,
to me,
With
I
some
don't-
wings?
Yeah, throw some
Okay.
wings. Throw some wings on it.
all right.
But the other way around, nah.
Like we have two cats, right? And if you took their faces off and put like Lav and Rue there, it'd be like
Give me the chills, man. Because every time I see it, I'm gonna think somebody's here, but it's the cat.
it's just like
It's just like, Dad. Oh, just
Do it just with the arm.
in the corner. Like,
Nah,
like you can't tell
just
me
for
when
real.
your cat's leg goes like this, the rear leg, and it just starts cleaning itself.
Nah,
and
I'm
looks
good.
up
That'd be
at
weird.
You, with a human face. You gonna be fine?
would not be okay.
Okay.
be weird.
It's very much like if a mermaid was the fish, the head,
The fish
and
torso,
human legs.
and then,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like Magic Carp, but like on a Titan body. Like,
And don't get me wrong, leg day is peak, right? It's not enough. Once they get out of water, to be like,
Wild Titans.
yeah.
The next time you're out and you see people jogging, just see what type of Titan would they be.
Yeah.
Dog, it makes it 1 million times.
That might
worse.
be very entertaining.
Oh, it is. It is.
I don't want to do that because I know I will publicly laugh.
It's so
So
funny.
they'd be like, "What you laughing at?" I'm like, "Nah, nothing."
No, nothing.
But yeah,
What about for you? A superhero that would be
Spider-Man.
ooh
Like, we've seen symbiote Spider-Man, but that's not to me. That's
He's just a jerk.
even then. He's still like he's fighting Venom all the way
Yeah.
to try to like get Venom onto his side. But I'm talking about villain Spider-Man.
Mhm. Think he'd be a problem?
he
Who
would
would-
be a
who
problem.
would-
He
who would
can
stop
already
him?
lift 10 tons,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
He holds back just for the safety of other people.
Yeah.
There would be no one else.
Who has Spider-Man fought where he went all out? Like unleashed.
I think he unleashed on Kingpin, right? Wasn't that the whole?
That was a what if story, but he's done it before, where he doesn't hold back his strength, and I mean, tears into him, and even then he's still technically holding back.
Mm.
There was one time where he took the face off of Kraven's wife
Mm-hmm.
with his like.
Because she was hunting.
Was
all
she
of
a,
his
was she a
people.
sphinx?
Yeah.
Because
So
that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, you've seen feats where like Spider-Man's gone dark, but not villain.
Okay.
And I think Spider-Man going villain,
Mm-hmm.
the only people you send after him is Wolverine,
I was gonna say, yeah, the
Punisher, like anyone that's long range and can like jump in on, beat the speed of his reflexes. So a bullet from a very long distance.
That thing has to be pick up speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say?
I didn't say anything at the moment.
Gotcha.
Just said.
You did say Batman though, right?
No, he said that.
Oh, you said Batman.
I understand why you thought it, but
because you're a fan of Batman.
Superhero. Oh, Blue Marvel.
Because there has not been an iteration yet of Blue Marvel going dark.
Yeah.
Blue Marvel goes dark.
Blue Marvel goes like
that's it.
Truly angry black man.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I mean, essentially, he turns into antimatter.
Marvel.
He's like, I only know him because of Marvel Snap, which is hilarious. But he's like Black Superman, but like more powerful
and smarter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like he has the actual intellect of a Kryptonian on Krypton, like his dad's.
He
like Jor-El's
Reed Richards has contacted him for help.
That's wild and impressive. Yeah. I like that. That's cool.
All of his powers include flight, energy manipulation, superhuman strength, superhuman durability. He will outlive most people.
I think doesn't his power come from because he absorbed a star or something?
Yeah.
Not a star, but like
antimatter.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So he's like the Atom? I mean, not the Atom. What's
he's
his name?
He's like the Atom meets Superman.
Is that the one? The Atom?
Captain Atom.
Captain Atom. Sorry, Captain Atom. Yeah.
Fission and stuff like that.
Like if you put a pin in that man's arm, everybody's dying.
Yeah. Oh, in that suit.
Hey, Cap.
Just radiation's everywhere.
Yeah.
And he has healing factor. There's so many things as far as Blue Marvel.
He's mad OP,
which is why they keep sidelining him. The last time I saw
him, your turn.
The last time I saw him in an actual book, they were fighting concepts of reality. That's how strong he was. Like he was like fighting eternity.
Okay.
And Galactus.
Who would win between him and what is it, Dr. Manhattan?
Ooh, Dr. Manhattan.
Why? Because he can just disintegrate him with his.
Dr. Manhattan literally can affect reality.
That's true. He doesn't time travel the way like Dr. We're talking about the blue guy from
Dr. Manhattan can exist at every point in time.
Yeah.
At the same time.
At the same time.
There's almost an omniscience about him, right?
An infinitude.
Yeah. So
all right. Okay.
Time is not parallel for Dr. Manhattan, which is why once again he's one of them people you nerf and go send him on a planet,
right?
Because they did this with Blue Marvel. They put him under. He has an underwater base where he just don't talk to nobody.
That's
his girlfriend was Spectrum or Photon, right? Because I feel like they changed her name so many times. She was first Captain Marvel, and then they were like, we gotta get that to a white person. Then Spectrum was her name, and then they changed it again now to Photon. Did you watch the Marvels?
She's the black girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks.
So they had them dating for a while, but then they're like, as long as they're dating, that means he's on planet Earth. And they're like,
can't have that.
Right. So they broke them up.
Can't have them too close.
Right. They're too strong.
Gotta give them a reason.
Right. Like they were the ultimate power couple. So
I got another one.
Go ahead.
Storm
going dark is crazy. Storm being villain.
She would that world.
That's
ender.
like game over.
Like yeah.
Not many people would be, if anybody, to be honest.
To take her?
Yeah.
Somebody just grab her and take her up into space.
No. She can create atmosphere.
Like she be flying through space.
She has figured it out.
That's why she went to Mars and like
they terraformed Mars.
That's
where you been at? I ain't tell you this.
Here.
Yeah.
I've been here.
I've been right here, dog.
Flying around on my dragon, like that's it.
And what's even wilder about her is that like people like Scarlet Witch like recognize and respect her. So like she got like
Magneto. She kept Magneto alive without a heart for so he got his heart punched out.
By who?
Thanos' grandfather.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, King.
Because Uranus is his name. So he loses his heart, and Storm essentially just creates wind tunnels
to guide his blood through the rest of. That's crazy.
And keep the electricity inside of him so he can. It was okay.
That's wild.
She's kind of OP.
She is
Or
very
she-
OP.
And what's wild is like the more that I guess like her popularity grew or something like that, it feels like her peaks of OP kind of became like bumps of OP, and like because like she just kept rising to like
Now she
like what do
I
you
mean,
do?
they gave her the kind of like the Jean Grey treatment. Like after Jean Grey got to a certain point,
you
they're
gotta
like,
just start sitting in the space.
right? Like, hey,
Like, you
there's
can't stay here.
a
What are you gonna do here other than cause problems
Right.
or solve them, and then we don't have anything to write about?
they're just like, nah, it's okay.
that
got
should
it.
be a storyline that they do.
With
Jean Grey and
No,
like,
Storm.
well, right now
Storm going
the
dark.
Phoenix is currently just being like, I'm gonna fix everything in space because I can't go home. Because she's now Jean Grey has realized she's the Phoenix and has accepted it. And
But I want Storm to go dark.
so Storm has her own series going on right now.
She has her own series, but she's not.
and they
being
immediately
a
made her
villain.
sick, and she's dying.
But she's not a villain. I want her villain. That's what I'm saying.
She's a vampire.
that's not the same
Bloodstorm
thing.
was definitely a vampire.
That's
She was
wild.
definitely-
That's kind of like saying like all drows are bad people or something.
No,
like
no, no.
that.
They made her a vampire, and she was. Anyway, Sensei says in the comments, an actual dark villain, like one that's really insane, the Void. So I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for the Thunderbolts yet.
Yes.
There's
Kinda.
a character there named Bob.
Oh, that's who that is.
Yes. And Bob is Sentry, but his
Sentry,
Sentry.
the guy who gives you Void
Yeah.
in Marvel Snap.
I'm so glad that's how you learn it. I be learning through games.
They're like
'Cause that's
flashcards.
That's how learning should be
Yeah.
done.
The Void is he's a world ender.
Sentry's a world ender, but somebody put the smackdown on him. I think it was Blue Marvel. Because I think Blue Marvel was going off on something, and Sentry was like, "You need to chill, for I get serious." And Blue Marvel was like,
You're not about it.
Listen,
First
bro,
of all,
I live, do you know where I live? No, because
first of all, watch your mouth.
And Sentry's one of those that they call him in whenever they need to deal with like a Hulk level threat. If I don't know if you ever read like World War Hulk. Him and the Hulk was at it.
oh,
And Sentry was just like, I think I got this. The Hulk was like, I'm mad. You don't got this.
you don't got this. I can tell you so many ways that you don't got this.
Like, you really think you got this. Baby, you don't got this. So,
Mr. Quant,
Yeah.
thinking that you got this.
yeah. So, I just thought I was curious. I was curious to see who you would pick to see that. Because I know that power fantasy exists largely due to the fact that every superhero kind of has like that back and forth of we're good. We
Sure.
And you have to stay constant at this point. These characters have been around for what, 60 plus years.
Sure.
So,
I mean, sometimes you can take a left turn and be like, oh, this happened.
which was my excuse me,
Like,
it's just water.
like I would want to see, taking it to like more of, I guess like just regular animation, a bad Avatar,
Like a
Like
evil-
Aang,
like
just
Aang,
going-
like gone rogue.
so
and, like, the
after
cycle-
losing Appa,
like the
and
cycle-
just
yeah.
keeping-
Right.
Like yo, like he
That same energy.
Aang losing Appa and then that just being the rest of the show.
yeah.
So glad he got Appa
That
back.
that was the first time.
We all were.
That was the first time I was like, "Uh-oh."
They know. They know.
I thought this
you
was for
see-
Nickelodeon. We about to get into some dark territory.
You saw it at first when he goes to the Western Air Temple,
And he gets triggered.
and he was
A
like,
little bit, yeah.
all of them, like nobody's here.
Right.
I would go off too.
But then,
Katara was like, hold my hand.
and he was like, all right, I'm cool.
I'm chill. And
But
then
then you put a muzzle on it,
Right. He
Yeah.
wasn't even gone.
Like he
was just
wasn't even going. He got muzzled and taken away. And
He
this
got
man
picked up by
and this
SPCA.
man just like,
you left your
You left your
flying bison out here
just
without a
out
leash.
here. Like,
What
you're
did you
chilling
think
with the
was gonna
Phoenix?
happen? Right.
It's okay, Appa. They got me too. I used to work at a hospital. I call myself Nurse Joe. Want some milk? You want some milk?
where is that coming from?
I don't know. That's is a dark place for you. I don't like it.
You're gonna have nightmares about it, right? That's exactly.
You're giving yourself nightmares. Because if I have nightmares,
You got laundry in your room? That's all I'm asking. You do. You best go home and fold it.
Fold
right
all
now.
of
So make
I
sure
like
it's a
a dark
level
apple, though.
plane.
a dark ang.
A dark ang.
Yeah.
Like a dark ang. I think with everything that I think was it in the Legend of Korra, the other Airbender, what he could do.
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember what his
The
name
first
is.
Airbender or the first one?
No, like so the second season,
Oh,
the guy,
yeah,
the guy
yeah.
who like with the criminal, he learned how to airbend. Like he learned flight,
Yeah.
and he could like suck the air out of people. Like all we got a snippet of what like an evil airbender could do. Like I would want to see somebody mastering all the elements, like a storm.
Hey,
Just
she
going-
can create a whole like ozone around your head,
And it's over.
And that's it.
yeah.
So
Black
I
Panther
want
would be
that.
cool.
Black Panther, evil Black Panther.
Cause like it's not so dangerous as being like OP like Storm,
Mhm.
but he's still like cause I was thinking when you talking about Korra, the one general who like was giving her hands like every time they crossed,
yeah.
oh yeah,
like
yeah.
Toph's daughter,
Yeah.
like so like somebody who's like smart,
Mhm.
kind of like so for me it's like Black Panther would probably be like Thrawn, but like with better hands.
I can see it, because he'd be a tactician.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that, yeah.
It sounds like a
that's
lot of fun.
that's global domination.
Yeah, that'd be really dope.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
yeah. I mean,
I got a question. What do you think would happen if, all right, tomorrow, DC and Marvel can only keep one property, like one IP,
Who
and then
is
they
it?
just have to like start over? Who's the one that you want them to like keep?
DC's keeping Superman. That's their bread and butter.
But everybody's got a Superman.
Whoa. But DC owns Superman.
Is that the one you would want them to keep?
No, I'm saying that's who I would, if I, knowing what I know about comic books.
Who would you want them to
Who would I
keep?
want them to keep?
Yeah.
Who would I want
That
them
was
to
the
keep?
question.
Because I feel like I'm more of those people who just like accept whatever they give me. Kind
You've
of situation.
asked him a tough question.
Yeah. Now I'm like, who would I want them to keep? Interesting. Animal Man.
Like Beast Boy?
It's a deep cut, but no, Animal Man is a
Is that like his predecessor?
no. Animal Man's
His
like
granddaddy?
he's like hyper aware of his existence.
You're talking about the one that the Neanderthal guy?
No,
that's somebody else with the dinosaur.
he's like Deadpool,
Isn't that Primal?
Yeah,
that's
that's
Primal.
primal. Sorry.
But isn't that an HBO Max
yeah,
joint?
but
But isn't he DC?
it's Animal Man is
We have an old
Nah,
conversation.
I want to go down this rabbit hole.
we keep doing this. No. But yeah, Animal Man is hyper aware of like the fact that he exists in a comic book, very much like Deadpool.
breaks the fourth wall.
But I feel like that would guide DC in a direction of creating more diverse characters and more less archetypes and more actual fleshed out characters.
Is it because they were relying on the real world, like influences?
Like Animal Man knows he's in a comic book and will sometimes be in the space of like
In
having
between
to
the
deal with something going on
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "Hey, finish writing." But or am I getting that mixed up with Miracle Man? Might be Miracle Man, one of the two. DC, I'm not a big, I don't do that. But Marvel, if I had to pick one, it would be Loki. You keep Loki.
Loki is who you would keep.
He's the god of stories in the current Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. You make him the god of Marvel as far as like all the multiverse stuff. And have Loki recreate these universes.
Yeah.
I think I'd be an interesting.
Is that his original designation in the Marvel universe? Is the
No.
god of stories?
No, he was very much.
Because I thought he's the god of
trickster.
like
yeah, he was
mischief.
the god of mischief. He, through whatever timeline or storytelling, he ends up going to the God Quarry where Thanos is trying to like take over the universe.
He
again.
applies for a new job.
No,
I got
he
my
did. He's like-
resume.
I don't want this anymore. Give me a new one.
It's like I gotta
backstory
freshen up my
is essentially
resume.
where
Get on
every like
Indeed.
super major power goes to die. Like the end of all ends is the God.
Okay.
Story. But he doesn't die. He finds a door, and they're like, "Oh, you're finally here." And time kind of starts looping on itself. That he becomes self-aware of the fact that like, no, this story has to be told a very specific way. I'm never going to give away the ending to the people I'm around, but you won't get the story.
That's kind of cool.
So it's almost like the God of Riddles, but it's more,
Or even like Fate.
Yeah.
very fate driven.
That's
I would
cool.
like that.
Different, unless you have an answer. I have a different question for you.
Different question. I don't
Okay.
have an answer
Fair
because I don't know who's important enough to like
Well, it'd be
restart a
like-
universe.
but who do
over
you
here.
But it'd be like, who would you want?
I was talking about this afterwards. Your ADHD triggered. I triggered it for you.
You grabbed something and I
Yeah.
was curious.
Yeah.
He even looked, but he's facing this way.
All right.
Anyway,
This is why we can't have a podcast. This is why we can't have nice things.
this is the point of the pod.
Is it?
Anyway,
This one. This episode, at least. Like,
for Marvel, I think it would be. Spider-Man.
That's a solid one.
Spider-Man, because I mean he's. I mean, not to be cliche, but he is neighborly. You know, he's the on the ground superhero, and I feel like there's enough that would take him like around the globe.
Anyone can be Spider-Man.
Okay, Stanley.
I believe it.
From DC, I don't know. I don't want to say Batman. I'm not. I mean, Batman's solid because you know crime is crime, but
Hey, when it comes to franchises, he's got it on lock.
but you did say Superman.
Yeah.
You feel bad about that?
No.
He's-
I stand by it.
Okay.
I'm just saying when it comes to your moneymaker,
True.
it's Batman.
No, I'd say but everybody has a speedster. The Flash, maybe. He's more of my
That's-
favorite. Like,
It's
I
your
like-
favorite. It's your choice.
yeah, I like the
The
Flash a
power
lot
is
more.
yours.
The
your
fa-
character, your choice.
Yeah. I see what you did there. We're not gonna. Anyway, what's the next question?
Are
What's
you going to
the-
answer it?
For Marvel, I really don't know that many people in Marvel, so I would probably just keep Black Panther because make it black, make it better, or Storm. To be honest,
That's
Those
a
are both
solid.
good.
Those are both really good.
for DC, for some odd reason, Nightcrawler is just popping in my head.
That's
That's
Marvel.
That's Marvel.
Is he? Oh, because he's
Yeah.
a mutant. Damn. Well, I got 3.
Here are my top 3 choices.
Right.
You're not going to believe this,
Right.
but I got 3.
For DC, maybe John Stewart, Lantern,
Ooh.
Green Lantern.
That's a solid one. Takes you off of Earth.
It
as well.
can
Like it can, or
Yeah.
it doesn't, but kind of has to.
at some point, yeah,
Because
you
he's
wanna
like,
keep it going.
Where does this ring come from?
Anybody else from DC? You know what? Cassandra Cain.
Oddly enough, she just got her first series,
Oh wow,
Black Batgirl.
Remind.
Okay.
I was gonna
she's the
say-
one that wasn't trained to talk, but just trained to throw hands.
Yeah. There's no like, hey, let's not fight, guys.
Oh, she's just ready.
Yeah,
She, you know, like I
Uh,
don't know if you're familiar with Damien.
Yeah.
As around, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if there's 2 people,
hmm
Damien and Cassandra Cain are like.
yeah.
Did
They-
you just do the Henry Cavill like
Yeah.
ready to box? Kind of.
Yeah,
I don't know. I got you.
You respect it. Though.
I do. Like I knew exactly what you were
Yeah.
saying. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, Cassandra.
I've seen one TikTok where the guy was like, if you ever run into somebody that's ready to fight and they pose like this, he'd be like, just run. And I'm
Where's
like,
that
yeah.
from?
I don't know, but it looks like a fighting style that I wouldn't want to get engaged in.
That just looks like you find somebody from the hood. Like that's
Yeah.
that's all it looks like.
Yeah, but
It looked
he's
kind of
like,
Kung Fu Pandish because it looks so like animalish,
I
kinda
mean,
look
I
like-
get, what,
like kitty paws.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Skadoosh.
Is this tiger? This isn't tiger style.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I used to remember.
Oh, Bronze Tiger.
Bronze Tiger's a good one.
That would be dope.
We're just over here nerding out. Like that's a deep cut because a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know about Bronze Tiger.
He would be really cool.
He was Black Panther before Black Panther.
Yeah.
Because, Stan Lee didn't do anything original.
Right.
But, doesn't mean I don't love Marvel.
Was Bronze Tiger black?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Tell me more.
He was a black martial artist.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he was like, I feel like very street level. He's kind of like Luke
Yeah,
Cage,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like could throw hands, like actually throw hands and not just
What's
big
the
and
other
strong.
one? Is it Wildcat?
Wildcat.
Wildcat
Okay.
looks like he's Black Panther.
But like with muzzles, they gave him like, that part of it was like, that was, y'all, come on.
They knew what they were doing.
All of the fierceness is out the
We're in
window. Like,
2024, and he still has them. I'm like,
Meow.
Sylvester, if you don't sit down.
Fluffer and fuckattash.
he very much has muzzles. I
'Cause
wish
he's
I
the
knew what
one
those
that
are
he
actually
trained,
called, but like,
I don't
He
know.
trained the Black Canary.
yeah.
Oh.
He also, didn't he train Batman at some point?
He has also given Batman tips.
Yeah.
Right. I don't call it.
You wouldn't want to
yeah,
say
yeah.
training per se.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
I mean, who is credited with giving Batman his?
Raish.
Is he like
Yeah.
alone? That
Yeah.
like no,
It
I don't.
wasn't
He
just
wasn't.
Raish.
He wasn't training him every day. Like
Ra's al Ghul is the reason.
also, is that
why.
how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Is it Raish
It's
or
Ra's al Ghul.
Roz.
or is it
It's
Raj?
Raish.
Because
A lot of people say Roz, like on the
It's-
TV show.
yeah,
Yeah. But
They
it's
might be
Ra's
white
al
folk,
Ghul.
but
that part.
It's Ra's al Ghul.
What is the origin of his name?
It's Arabic, right?
I'm asking you. I don't know.
That-
Middle
was that
Eastern.
racist?
No, I believe it's like
It's
Middle
Arabic,
Eastern.
ain't
Or
it?
is it
Maybe I don't know.
I mean,
Google. But
yeah. I don't,
I feel like I used to hear Ra's al Ghul more than I heard Roz. I heard Roz from the TV,
From like
show.
the animated series. Yeah.
But while you're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
I got Absolute Superman.
Ooh, tell us about Absolute
Oh.
Superman.
I'm also getting Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman issues 1 and 2. 1 and 2. For
Are you gonna
Absolute
keep
Batman.
it?
Wonder
Close?
Woman as a villain would be insane.
Oh, problem.
Wonder Woman?
I think I'm out. I think I'm done.
She
Really?
be already getting bodies just like off the strength of like her
That's
being
like just
upset.
normal people.
No. She's also a goddess.
Yeah.
Like I think
She is a demigod.
she
She's
has
a demigod.
been promoted to goddess
By who?
by Athena.
Is she immortal?
Mm.
Does she have
I feel like
immortality?
there's iterations of her that are immortal, but
Are there?
she can bleed. So then I guess the answer is no.
Do gods bleed?
No.
Ray's is Arab
Yeah.
ethnicity. Arab. They say Arabs, which sounded wrong to me, so I
That
didn't
is-
want to say.
Yeah, I
that.
don't like saying that out loud on the microphone.
I was like, I don't think that's right.
Have a good night, guys. I think we're done.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, Al Ghul is the Al is the, anyway, but
Well,
yeah, that's
but yeah,
yeah.
the
Tell us more about Absolute.
absolute universe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opening this because it's an issue 1. and
Yeah,
I've
that's
read
gonna
it.
stay.
Yeah. This will stay,
Yeah,
and it's a variant cover, so I was like,
it should.
Oh, okay. I was like, because I didn't like recognize that.
yeah. But the absolute universe has recently started. I don't know if you're familiar with like the Ultimate Universe of Marvel, where
No.
they just essentially were like, let's be edgy, guys. This is that.
The answer.
This is DC's version of that, where this is a emo version of Superman, in my opinion.
Nah, it's not emo, but I definitely
He's
feel like
moody.
it's woke.
No, he's moody. He's definitely like this. So he.
That's right. You probably read it.
Right.
I just watched it on
Yeah.
YouTube.
So this Superman, he actually was alive and knew his parents before
Mm.
Krypton.
He was
gets
not a
destroyed.
baby.
He wasn't a baby.
Oh,
He was
how
like
old was
6
he?
or 8 or something like that.
He was very much like he looks like a
he might be like
10-year-old.
10.
Yeah.
Like,
when he comes to Earth.
They haven't explained when that happens yet.
but like you
Like-
see a
A flashback.
flashback. There it
Flashbacks.
is.
Oh.
So he knows his parents.
Mhm.
The S does not stand for hope anymore in this universe.
What does this stand for?
It's a class system.
It is. There's a caste system very much on Krypton. If you're not a
Oh.
scientist, you're a nobody.
That's
well, no,
crazy.
there's
That's
someone
not
in
true.
between.
I was about to say.
There's someone in between, but
But he's
the
very-
S means you're a laborer.
Blue collar.
Blue
we were the
collar.
people of steel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
See what
cool.
they did there.
I
Yeah.
see what they did there.
So some major changes to his character is that his suit.
Mm-hmm.
He's the last survivor of Krypton. His suit carries the cape is the ashes of all of the is made of ashes of the Kryptonians.
How does it hold together?
I don't know.
What science or magic keeps ashes?
I don't know yet.
It's ash.
Just issue 1, bro.
Right, it's issue 1, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
Keep reading.
Right. I'm sorry. My
but
bad.
he also, still is a champion of like the downtrodden on Earth and things like that.
But it makes more sense.
This makes more sense. He doesn't come out of Kansas,
right?
In this one,
gotcha.
This is all. The Absolute Universe is a universe that essentially is ran by Darkseid.
Right. Yeah. I remember.
So, yeah, I read.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Like canon?
The center of it is Darkseid. Yeah.
Why is that?
Mm-hmm. That's what they did.
Is that what they said?
Yes.
Like, in which issue?
This is in Absolute Power. Absolute Power is the event that creates.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a that level bad worse than Darkseid? Like that will make Darkseid kind of like say, hey. Who is that?
Powers, but I don't think there's a person.
There's not a being.
I feel like nobody ever really tops Darkseid. He's always seems to be like.
But he's not even like.
No, he puts hands on people.
I mean, sure, when he gets to them.
He also don't.
That's true.
Huh?
He got mad people. Doesn't he got not Mother Milk, but like Barda
and all of them.
Yeah, but I mean,
Apocalypse. That whole planet is enough to put everyone else, subjugate everybody else.
I mean, but other than like the 4 or 5, like let's say humanoid-esque people, it's just those like grunts, those like gnats. And sure, they're strong, but
he also don't have to raise a hand to you.
He can look at you, death beams. I get it,
right.
But Batman outmaneuvered it. Batman
did something first for him to not get hit by it. Right, like the Omega beams.
They tracked him, but still, he was fast enough on the human scale to evade them and put something else.
The glazing of Batman will not happen on this podcast.
What?
I don't know.
I'm sorry,
but we need a warning on the episode now because of this guy.
Is that Gen A speak? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry. Anyway,
this isn't Y7 anymore.
No, it's never been for kids. I always put that on there.
Do you really? I do. Bubble.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I should know this, I guess.
Anyway, I thought the reason why I was kind of pivoting to this is
Batman hater.
Do you think that because we're the popular or the majority of fans at this point, that we always need an edgier story than millennials, right? Because right now we control the zeitgeist essentially. So not us, but
the white folk.
Okay, yeah, but in regards to that, do we think usually... that do we always have to kind of go in the direction of an edgier story for us to feel like it's modernized?
I would say so, only because growing up, like we've already seen them with gloves on. So now, like we're old enough, where like all of our other media is showing us like crazy stuff. So like it's just an interesting take to like
keep in that direction,
to have that direction,
have that trajectory
open.
Because I guess to that point, it makes sense, right? Because back then, when you had Superman, it was just the fantasy of it all, right? Like animate him, and he jumps over a building,
or even the time where he could
do that.
He really punched
Darkseid.
Was it a Darkseid or Apocalypse?
I'm sorry. Darkseid.
It was Darkseid planet.
Who's
Doomsday?
No. Who's the one?
Isn't there an Apocalypse person?
In Marvel.
Oh, in Marvel.
Well, Apocalypse is the planet that Darkseid lives on.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, he was like, "This is a rare time that I get to cut loose," and he says that he tears him up through the city.
Yeah. And that was like as edgy as it probably got, unless you're watching like a Batman story, right? Like the animated series.
Such an edgy God.
And then you got you had Teen Titans,
Before they did the stupid remake.
Before Teen
Before
Titans
they-
Go, yeah. But like just Teen Titans.
Put some respect on the Teen Titans Go.
No, I will not.
Absolutely
You don't.
not.
Have you
You
watched
don't.
it yet?
You don't put. You don't
Absolutely
take
not.
them and put them
I'm
into.
not. Hold on.
Do they have catchy songs? Sure.
Sure.
But like,
I'm
Wait,
not.
wait,
Listen.
what's-
Listen.
what's-
Listen.
wait,
listen.
hold on.
Slade?
Go ahead.
What's the character that you say his name back or say his name backwards?
Mitzelpick?
Mitzelplick or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's like they took the Teen Titans, they put him in his world, and then they're trapped. Like you can't.
and they're like,
Yeah.
like it.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Like you can't use the same voice actors, like all of that. After,
Is it entertaining? Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
It's
like, let's-
mind-numbing.
Like,
But like,
It's mind numbing. There's no plot.
for someone who likes dad jokes, for you not to appreciate this show,
No, because I grew up with Teen Titans, the real
Right.
one.
nah,
Yeah.
Like-
this is wild to
that's
me.
like Thundercats and like the other Thundercats that
Yeah,
tried to
well,
drop.
no, those aren't the same.
Oh, now this guy.
That's not the same.
actually.
those are not the same.
those are.
You're
Sure, it's okay. It's okay. They're not real. They're not real. But I am. And I'm here to comfort you.
Nurse Joy the Sphinx. Yeah, put it on a t-shirt.
the end of the episode. No, I don't think those are the same in my opinion, but
Oh,
I've
Nurse
come-
Joy and the Sphinx? No, they're
No,
not
no,
the
no.
same. They're not the same.
talk about Teen Titans Go and then Teen Titans. Don't get me wrong, I appreciated both of them,
Uh-huh.
but there's two different reasons for them, and I think if you actually watch it
Mm-hmm.
and
I have.
not with the idea that like, oh, this is giving me a cohesive story, but it's because it's not the same, right? Like there was the whole storyline with Terra and Deathstroke,
Right.
Substance.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
But Teen Titans
I
Go
was
is
just
also
naming
I'm
things-
just saying it's entertaining. I don't
but
call
we
it-
were
don't crap on
naming
it.
things that like
all I said.
things got better as you
Yeah.
got older,
Yeah,
right?
fair,
So like,
fair, fair.
I don't know why you caping for these.
I don't know why either.
What
What did he say?
weird-ass-
What did he say about Batman? What did he say? Glazing?
Yeah.
This man.
Super glaze.
Super glaze.
We've reached the end of the episode. That's right. I got the power to turn this thing off.
Did anybody say anything?
No,
Oh.
not recently.
Well, thanks, Jillian.
Great content. Yeah, say
Go
so.
pay attention to your neighbor.
Right.
Okay, relax.
You didn't want to.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
You didn't want to do your
The other thing?
the team
You
building.
can say that one.
All right.
That's content for another episode.
All right.
I feel like we were just nerding out, trying to get back into the swing of things, not talking about elections and things like that anymore.
Palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser.
Here's your glass of water
Yeah.
before we get back into it.
Because we did no drinking
Yeah.
and it still felt like we drank.
A little bit. It's a good time. I want. We
Can that
need
be
a
the-
Nurse Joy Sphinx.
Is that the title of the episode? I feel like
Nurse Joy the Sphinx.
Nurse Joy the Sphinx. Maybe.
Maybe.
I
If
don't
you
know.
go back and change it, I'm not changing it to that. No good conscience of mine is going to go ahead and do that. But if you want to change it, you can.
Nurse
Glazing
Joy.
Batman.
No,
Nope. No, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Nurse Joy glazes Batman.
Okay. Y'all have a good night. Tune in next time. Same
Yeah.
time, same station, same place, same people.
And as
Maybe.
we always like to say here, y'all have a blessed night.